What's up, y'all? Hope y'all doing good. Welcome to today's stream. What's up, y'all? Hope y'all doing good, bro. We out here. Friday stream. Sorry it's a little late. I just got done eating dinner not too long ago, so that's why I'm a little behind. Usually I do like 8:30ish. But sorry it's a bit behind today. Just fixed the microphone a little bit. Hope y'all doing good. What's up, Anthony? What's up, Refer, I mean. Jesus. What's up, Refer Local? Can't hear me. Oh my gosh. Wait, no, you should be able to hear me now. Yeah, you should be. It should be good. Yes, can anybody else hear me or no? Let me know. But it should be good though. I see the mic levels going up. You can hear? Okay. Guys, the Dartmoor gonna be the death of me. You got Farm that joined out, don't you? What's up, Death Eater? King's Fry. What's up, man? Hope y'all doing good. Hope y'all doing good. What's up? I'm sorry, gotta find my list. I'm sorry. I guess I'll just stay on this list. This list is fine. Now this one acting slow. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my God. Let me just refresh this dang page. The heck is that? My goodness. All right. Why do I hear? Oh shoot! Wait, somebody become a member? Yo, keep firing. What's up, bro? Thank you, man. Hope your holidays was good. Much love. Thank you, bro. Much love to you too, man. Thank you for the 20 months, bro. Appreciate it, man. Thank you, thank you. I was like, where that music coming from? I have to close this tab out and just reopen, I guess, because it's giving me a headache. I don't appreciate headaches. What do I want to do? I guess I'll do this one. It don't matter. It's fine, I guess. Cause what's in this mix? It's just like what's in the playlist, rather. Like mainly AOT. I could take. Can I take this one out? I can't edit the list. That's why I low-key need to like make a playlist for my streams. I never do. Honestly, I should. How's y'all? It was good. It was good. It was good, man. Hope y'all holiday was good. Let me know what y'all holiday was, man. How was y'all Christmas? Let me know. Why did YouTube go to username and display names? Was formatting Oliver? I don't know. YouTube seemed to be acting weird. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, this joint fire. I'm liking it. Hold on. Oh, they jumped from 2 days ago. Makes sense. Hope y'all doing good, man. Hold on. Let me set my stuff up. Set it up. Here we go. I'm gonna do this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. This. No, not that. I just kind of do all the way up to Wallaru. Try to get that badge, bro. Dun, 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 dun. I'll try to fix this. Here we go. Jeez Louise. Finally. Hopefully. Yes. That's what I need. Golden. I love Genshin. I don't play Genshin anymore. I retired. But the music itself is so beautiful, bro. I quit Genshin the game though. I quit. I had to back out. I just couldn't do it anymore. It was fun while it lasted though. That's what I know. Fun time. Just can't play it anymore. The last update I didn't care for too much, bro. It's what it is. Chalk it up to the game. Alright. Now I need to get the other badge, a new badge, I think, which is Team's Manager or Team Manager, is like 1,000. That's a lot. And then champion is like 2,000. Gotta put in work. Who's an Azteca? I don't think I'm gonna do an Azteca run. Because usually people be like, I can't stand Azteca. I can't stand Chrysalis. Just giving a bunch of hate. Which I think is unjust. But it's fine nevertheless. I need to do one of these. That's what I need to do. That's what I need to do. I'll probably do a crash fight. It probably won't pop up now if I do this. Yeah, because I'm busy. Okay. If I do a crash fight, should be good. To complete that, I was wondering why you quit Genshin. This became a nuisance. Just didn't care for it too much. 400 left for 1,000. Is it too bad for now? Is it too bad though? Now for 2,000? Yeah. So after that, I have to complete 2,000. Or 2,000 in total. I think that's what it is. Like your numbers still technically carry over. It's not like you just start from scratch. Like from the 500 here, it kept the 500. So I had to do another like 1,000 to get the other badge. Kind of wicked. Cause I don't think it starts over when you're doing the team ups. That would be ridiculous if it started over. But the first one's like team players only 100, then it's 500, then it's 1,000, and then after that it's 2,000. Okay, Anthony. Dun, dun, dun. Did I not press it? I did. Dun, 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 dun. Wait, so if you start for the 1,000, you have to start your points over? No. No, I think it keeps going. Like, it just... No, they don't go over. They'll start over your points. You still keep your total. It just in the sense of the badge number itself. Like, you gotta get up to 1,000, and then you had to have 2,000 in total. So you just total amount of team ups just needs to increase. Pretty much. Winter Frost. What's up, bro? Hey, man. How you doing, bro? Hope you doing good. Make sure y'all like the stream if you haven't already. Welcome on a Friday. You doing PvP? What school are you? What school do you use the PvP? Myth. Is Myth good for this age? Or at least this period, I guess? Is Myth good right now? I'll say for this update. I wouldn't necessarily say age because they be having like multiple updates within one age, you know. And granted, legendary, yes. Oh, okay. And not what's it called, Premiere, right? Where did the other one? Let me see. Crash. Let me just run this crash fight real quick. Get my spiral scene points. Gotta get those in, man. Frenzy hit, easy wins. Sometimes I get the nostalgia feel to quest in lower level worlds. I don't do max PvP too. Too sweaty. You know, they be like low-key cheesing. It'd be cheesing a fight sometimes, like using tactics like, yes, it's kind of a fair win, quote unquote, but it's cheesy spells. To be like, come on, man. What are we doing? Like spamming in a way. PvP is fun in theory. But because of all the Rochambeau gambits and stuff going on. You just questing or just child mode? What you mean, child mode? No, I'm just regular mode. I'm not questing. No. I'm not questing. They spam the same spells. I was watching, I think, a fight between a Death and a Fire. The Death lost, but he was spamming. What's that Lemuria spell? What's that Lemuria spell with the Death of the book? Grimoire or something? I forgot what the name was. I think it's called Grimoire. But it's a Death spell. They give you 2 weaknesses. CC, what's up? How you doing? Happy holidays. Yeah, no, we're just doing regular. We're not doing challenge mode. I'm just doing this for the spiral scene, so you get your special points. Death is booty in PvP right now. I was seeing the Death fight against the Fire. The Fire, I think, ended the fight with a shadow fused marshmallow. What's your opinion about the fact that the game has kind of forced you to use gambits and understand them? I think it's fine because the game don't really forces you to use them literally until like you're level 180. So you don't need to use them till way later on. And that's why I think it's totally fine. That's the thing about the game. And that's why I don't mind them adding in new stuff. Majority of the time. You know, usefulness can be determined, you know, if you're gonna use it forever. But at the same time, I don't mind it being added because the gambits and stuff, you don't use them till later on. The stuff that Darkmoor is the only world in game where they're kind of really enforcing you to use the gambits and stuff like that. Another game mode where you can learn gambits and stuff is Beast Moon, which be coming out like every 2 weeks. That's another way for you to learn the gambits and stuff like that and conditional spells. Have fun with them, use them different ways. So when you get to Darkmoor, you don't really look confused. But I don't think it's bad. When you think, when we thinking for the Guild Museum runs, I don't plan on doing that stuff till like the beginning of the year. So now we're just clearing out we're filtering out the list of people in the guild right now. That we're doing at this moment, just recruiting people, getting people on the list. So I can go in game, me and Cody can go in game and then add them and stuff like that, do what we need to do. But I don't plan on like doing the activities to the beginning of the new year, you know? The people celebrating, doing things, you know? So then the beginning in January, we'll start getting into all that stuff. And cause we already got raid key and all the fun things. So when January starts, we're gonna start getting people ready for that. Might make sense? Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, I know, but you kind of need to understand earlier so you don't take 2 hours in the fight for Aeon gear farming. Aeon gear is not needed to be farmed. Because that gear, I think now is even sold in the bazaar. To be honest, let me check. Yes, and then we're gonna do Azov farming as well and all that. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a minute. I fell off on the guild stuff for a while, but starting fresh with the new year and filtering people in and out, it should go smoother. Dun, 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 dun. So it's like 150 gear-ish. No, it's 150-ish. I think, yeah. Yeah, you see, like, you got the Primordial Masterpiece helm here. Now, you just gotta get lucky to see if you have some of the Aeon pieces here. You know, then you can make the Aeon from this. So, they do sell it now. They also sell stuff from Wallaru. So, you really don't need to farm for it as much as you need to in the past. So, you kind of skip it, to be honest. It can be skipped. I'll say just go to Wallaru, if anything. You skip Aeon farming. It's not really that needed. Alright. Let's do this one. It's all good, Oliver. Dun 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 dun. Ba-da-da. But I don't think it's a bad thing. Like when they first did introduce Novus though, and they put that whole final fight thing, that was weird. for them just to throw it at the end like that. But even then, it's just a one-time fight kind of thing. And that fight was made to be long. They made that fight long on purpose. You know? They could have introduced it definitely in a different way. Easy went to it better. Like how Darkmoor is. But, that fight was made and meant to be long. that was meant to be a long fight. Unfortunately. I wish they did it better, though. I didn't understand why was Darkmoor so much easier than Wallaru. At least the final battle. The final battle in Darkmoor was easier than the Wallaru. What was even the final fight with Wallaru? Oh, it was Freddy, right? It was like 2 different versions of Freddy. But yeah. My only issue with the final fight. Oh, you talk about Malice fight. Oh, the extra dungeon stuff, which is technically the ending. It's weird. Wallaru has a technical ending, but it's not necessary. Like, you can do the Nightmare Dungeon if you really want to. I wouldn't even recommend doing the Malice fight 100%. Honestly, it's a waste of time, in my opinion. Unless you want to do it one time, so you can, like, I think get the pack, buy the pack for the gear and stuff like that. But realistically, I think it's just a waste of time till you can fight Malice. It's absolutely useless. But the Darkmoor final fight is just longer because you gotta do extra stuff, which I didn't care for. Are you addicted to this game? Absolutely. I've been here for way too long. Are you here, Kevin, or was you just in team of doing AFK? And I already had the badge for both standard and challenge. I grind them. Hey, congrats to you, man. Hold on. Oh, it's a long shot, but I'm gonna ask. Got faint W. Oh, you're so legendary. Good job, W. You know what, Kevin? Good man. You're a good man. Alex, what's up, dude? How you doing? Is Grizzle needed to do for new people? It's not mandatory, but I recommend you get Grizzleheim done. I recommend it for, if you care about story, do it for story and also XP. And also doing Darkmoor, Jesus. You doing Grizzleheim will give you access to the other spell quests your teachers give. Like if you want a particular pet or something like that, that's the way you get it done or get access to it through Grizzleheim. Because I kind of broke my game doing that. One time, how many years ago was it? Like 5, 6? It's a long time ago, where I was like, why didn't I get the Phoenix pet, the pet quest? Because I love the Phoenix pet so much. Because I was full insignia for fire gear and everything, and I even was missing some spells like I think backdraft and stuff. If you don't do Grizzleheim, you won't get some of the spells, and you won't get certain quests from your teacher because you skipped it. So I highly recommend, even though it's not mandatory, I recommend doing Grizzleheim and Winter Tusk, because Winter Tusk gives you a ton of XP just for talking to people. And Winter Tusk is a bit difficult. So you can do that after you complete the main world that you're in. Like when you get to Winter Tusk, you'll probably be in Celestia. So you can complete Celestia, then go to Winter Tusk. That has some more experience under your belt. But I highly recommend doing both so you at least get XP. Get it really good for that. When you take on the fight, Bum got his jaws broken in 2 places. I think Jake did really well. Knew he was gonna lose, but he did very well for his performance. Disappointed in Anthony Joshua for making it last so long. Anthony Joshua was missing some good hits, you know. But I was impressed by Jake for moving and getting out the way he needed to. You know, he just gassed himself out way too fast. You know. I love Wisteria. And like I be getting so much flack for liking Wisteria. What do you like Wisteria for? You don't get no spells, bruh. I be getting so much hate for liking Wisteria, but I love the lore. I I love the atmosphere and also the XP. I love Wisteria, even though it don't give me anything. I look at it, even though it don't give me no quests. Wisteria is very fun. Highly recommend it, bro. It's like I like it because it's like an opposite. It's like a warp reality or a parody of Wither City. That's what it's made for. But I think it's so clever and so well done to where that's why I like it. And that's why I would love low-key if they did a Wisteria Part 2. I just don't know how they'll write it. I'm thinking about how they could write it in, and I can't see it. So I was thinking maybe they could do a dungeon, but they already kind of did a dungeon for that already. A gauntlet. So I'm like, I probably won't get my Wisteria Part 2. It's just no real possible way for them to really write it in there. Unless you do like a pre-quest kind of ordeal. But they can't really do like a Part 2. Kind of done with the whole, because we even left the Arcanum, so we don't even technically qualify for the next Spiral Cup. I was thinking they could do like another Spiral Cup event, but that was like, they can't do that because we're technically not enrolled in Ravenwood anymore. We're part of the Arcanum now, so. Ship hold. Tower of the Elephant is still fun to this day. I remember seeing a long video on that. I completed it as well, but one of my favorite videos from my other content creator I used to watch like years ago did it. And that video was like 3 hours. That the Brady got knocked out? Yeah, me either. Like, well, he didn't. I knew he was gonna lose. He didn't get knocked out. He just got knocked down. And ironically, I think he would have gotten back up if he didn't. Hold on. Do you got faint? If you got faint, we're good. You should have faint. You're deaf. If you don't got a faint, you're messing up in life. With no pun intended. I forgot what I was saying, but it's fine. Jaden, what's up? I haven't done Grizzlehammer or Wisteria on my storm. Is in Wallaru. Yeah, because they're not mandatory, but it's highly recommended doing them for the XP. Curse? No, faint. Faint. You have faint. You're deaf. There's no way to get around it. You have it. Hey, buddy. We need that. He's a myth, right? What are the chances that he'll Earthquake? He'll Orthrus before Earthquaking. We're gonna gamble, chat. We're gonna gamble it. I'll say he Orthrus before he Earthquakes. Is he with the faint? It's one of the most powerful traps in the game. Yeah, even when 80s use. 70% trade off with 30% to yourself. Everybody can learn it. That's one of the spells I honestly recommend using your training points for. I think it's next round he does his cheat. And a blade in 40. It's fine. He did it now. Yeah, what I was saying. I highly recommend learning Feint if you can. Use your training points towards the deaf school to learn Feint. Highly recommend. Mass Feint's where is that? So OP? Yes. I heard somebody say the other day, I was reading the comment section, and it was not my comment section per se, it was somebody else's comment section. They were kind of mad that Mass Feint isn't like really learned. Like you can't really train Mass Feint. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I don't think it's... Huh? Oh, okay. I don't think it's necessarily terrible because Mass Feint isn't necessary, but it's a really good card. Obviously, you can only get it through paying through like the Professor Horror pack to get it. But I don't think it's necessarily terrible that you can't learn it. Cause that spell's broken. If you could just learn that spell, the game would be just completely freaking broken. I'm gonna be honest. It'll just be done. Everything will be done. Do you have all your wizards at 180? Nah, not yet, John. MP, bro. GG's. Nah, so I got 2 at 180. 2 of them completed Darkmoor. My fire, and my storm. Next will be my death or my myth. I think I'm gonna take my death through it, because usually the order I go through is fire, storm, death, and then myth. The ones I created first, they usually go through it first and down the cycle from there. So next I'm gonna get my death through Darkmoor. It's gonna be fun. Taking little breaks, I did go through it twice. I don't want to burn myself out on a particular world. You know what I mean? My balance is in Wallaru. He just got started with Wallaru. He told me to San Diego. My death and storm mix is in. He just got done with Chrysalis. So he had to do the graduation for Polaris. I have a fire and ice mix. He's in Celestia. Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. What's a good anime to watch for someone just getting into it besides Naruto? I'm about to rewatch Sword Art Online. The only thing I'll say is video game based, virtual, like a virtual reality video game, and people get stuck. That's all I'll say. All right, and you gotta figure out the rest for yourself. Highly recommend it. Dun, 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 dun. Do you not fizzle it just as high level? Yes, it's really hard for me to fizzle. Yes, hard. I have 100% accuracy. Where is that? I have 100% accuracy, so I hit all my shots. Now I can fizzle, however, if there's 2. Got faint. Whoopie-doo! I guess we don't. I don't know. Should I bring him just in case? I'll be that guy. Why not? Yes, carry everybody else's. Dun, dun. I don't know if they have faint or not. I don't know. Is he deaf? He looks balanced. Pretty good. He might be here for a minute. Mm-hmm. Team Kiosk is broken on console. I heard. And then 80 foot squad to run miles and people with brains. Brain. Because it's a bit challenging. Do you have fizzle? Nah, not really. But yeah, like I said earlier, I don't really fizzle now. Just run Darkmoor is easier and final battle. You have someone to clear the first boss. So free. Do I get any good clothes and stuff at level 30 now? Darkmoor is really good. Not Darkmoor. Jesus, we talk about Darkmoor so much. I keep saying it. Mount Olympus is really good. Mount Olympus is a level 30 dungeon. You just gotta talk to Cyrus Drake, and you'll get it. Yeah, you gotta wait. I wouldn't even say months. Probably like. Well, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what's on their agenda. Y'all need Salnopolis first. So I wouldn't say this months away. Y'all need Salnopolis before y'all even get Darkmoor. Because Salnopolis is mandatory. Yo, Pudding, what's up? Jelly Pudding. What's up, bro? Had a good holiday celebration? Yes, how you doing, bro? Hope you're good. He put on a massive... Jeez, all right. I mean, I pierced through all of that, but still. It's kind of a hindrance. I'm gonna do this. I'm getting 3 blades. Oh, and he's hitting next. Bet. Boom, boom. What we doing today? I'm just doing kiosk, team up kiosk. I'm trying to get my badge up, get my badge numbers up. With everything, Mount Olympus is a level 30 dungeon. Let's talk to Cyrus Drake, the myth professor. And you get it. Angelio said, I just finished Darkmoor yesterday and farmed the last piece of gear now, the amulet. Nice. I need to get 2 decks. I need to farm the deck. Farm for the deck. I think I gotta fight the gray one. I think I took a break from Darkmoor though. I was farming for a while and I just took kind of a break. But the last piece I do need is the decks. And I need to go jewel farming. You got around 20 helps left. Nice. Yeah, I need to get I need to also go jewel farming. I really wish you didn't break all your jewels that you use. Like, there's an exception to the rule. Obviously, like with Kroger card jewels, you can't break. They can take them off. But any other jewel, you really got to break them instead of reusing them. If that was the case, I wouldn't need to go jewel farming again. But I had to go jewel farming because new amulet, new theme, new ring. Gotta do it again. Wiz needs to drop a new school you can start off with. No, I disagree. Wiz don't need to start off with a new school. There's a couple things you gotta think about when you pose that question. 1, how does new school tie into the lore? 2, how does school operate? There's like 2 questions that I just thought of like right off the bat if you make a new school in the beginning of the game. Pirate 101 is more easier to get into with that kind of question because they don't really tie it in too much with the lore. Wizard101 is literally ingraining the schools with its lore, with like the titans and the history. Those are like ingrained with each other, it's tied in. So they really can't go to Wizard City and just implement a whole new school into the middle of it. That'll kind of break apart the whole storyline. in the past for like the past 3 to 4 arcs, you know. Now they did add stuff later, like you need to love stuff later on, like the shadow magic, yeah, the astral schools, yes, absolutely. I just don't think it should be at the beginning. At the beginning there is a problem because at the beginning we start off in Wiz City. You don't want to break that apart. If you break that, if you break the main foundation, you lose everything. Now they need to break the foundation. Did you Ishore run before or after, or just farm the bosses? I just farmed the bosses mostly. I didn't really go farm for Ishore. So no. They just changed the themes of each school. They should just change the, what do you mean change the themes of each school? Like their main abilities or like colors? Boom, boom. Wand is also nice since it's universal, so any new character can instantly share it. Would also have to rework all the Rochambeau too. Yes, because Rochambeau is tied in with the schools. They also need to rework the pet system. I can see that. One issue I have with the pet system is there not being a reroll feature for a talent. Like if you're like all the way up to like epic, if I'm all the way up here, or let's say I'm up at Asian, no, not even Asian. Let's say I'm all the way up at epic, right? And I just need to get here. Right, to mega, and I just completely flop. Like I get a freaking mana talent. If I get a mana talent on this, I'll be upset. I'll be wanting to delete the pet, throw in the trash can. I wish there was at least a re-roll option on your last talent, and then you can go for it again to hopefully get something that you do want. I heard the homies you got a tattoo with a painful big dog. Oh yeah, nah. Yeah, I got it like all the way up September, but it's fine. It's a Demon Slayer based tattoo. You mean like erase the last talent? Yes. Do like a re-roll / erase thing. One more here, then we go to Chrysalish. Turquoise Cave. Demon Slayer, top 2 and not 2. I love Demon Slayer. I know people hate it, but I love it. I know a lot of people hate it though. Well, not a lot of people hate it, but people just dislike, you know. Or think it's mid. Yada yada, all the fun stuff. A lot of people think Wizard101's mid, you know. Just gotta take it with, just gotta chalk it up to the game. Where do you get good pet gems from? Where did I get my pet gems from? You can either craft them, I believe. Let's see. I think there's a crafting option. If you go to one of those pet stores, you can craft a pet jewel here, right? The reagents take a little bit to get, but you can either craft one, or I think I don't know who's per se drops them. The wiki probably say who drops a particular one you have, but I know you can craft them. I think that's what I did for one of them. I just craft the jewel. Just got lucky. But I think bosses usually drop them too, though. The pet jewels. What's the best duo for a Death Wiz? Was thinking Fire or Storm. Death and Storm's a really good combination. That's what I'm rocking. That's what I have. The Death and Storm mix, really good. Bum, bum, bum. Balance buffer, myth debuffer, death same. Use heal to gain more power. Storm, use more mana to gain more power. Oh, you saying that's how they should change the themes of those schools? Or just one boss, yeah. Okay, so you just want them to basically just change their... Okay. So instead of fire being a dot school, they do something else. Instead of ice being a tanky school, do something else. Instead of ice being support, do something else. Myth being a minion school. Death being a draining school. You just want auto like changed. That's what he said. Death and Storm for sure, but Death is well rounded, so no matter what, pretty OP school. Yes. That's the thing. Right? I recommend I say Death is pretty Death and Storms are pretty good mixed together. You want to duel those together like later on, like early in the game. But really, dual schooling and doing all that stuff don't really matter later on in the game once you're higher level, because the devs kind of made it to where all schools can pretty much do the same 7-pip hit and call it a day. Schools don't really particularly matter later game, and they only really matter early game. That's when it really depends. Are they gonna hit or no? If they're hitting, I'm hitting. It don't matter. So they're high level too. Kai. Bad Juju, sacrifice Dark Pack, use health for unique things. And they also have drains. Just make sure it's balanced all the way out though. For each school to have pros and cons too. Each school to have strengths and weaknesses. Like the Rochambeau will. Fire capitalize on ice, ice capitalize on storm, and storm capitalize on fire kind of ordeal. That's why I think the Rochambeau system, even though it was weird at first, is easy to understand over time. Getting chance or where it's at if you have extra points to spend? Yes. Maybe it's so easy, why don't you do PvP? Who said it's easy? Wicked work. GG's. GG's. I miss old PvP. I don't understand it at all nowadays. Exactly, balance as a utility is trash because PvE is everyone experience. Because PvP, which everyone experience, a lot of the bosses have cheats that are anti-utility, or it's just worth hitting now than utility. Yeah. Balance is the issue because I was trying to level up my balance. The issue with balance is just that it's spread too thin. And the funny thing is, when you're fighting against other balance mobs or bosses, you got to use other spells that kind of use the other schools. So I get what they were trying to do with it. That it's a support school. Because you got to remember, Wizard101 is made to be a multiplayer game. It's not made to be a solo game. That's not the whole purpose of Wizard101. That's why if you look at most of the commercials, even the cinematic ones, they have multiple people there playing together. Because they kind of made a school to be like, you know what? People are going to be playing together. Why not make this one particular school be a support to the highest extent? That's why balance thrives, I'll say, over any other school instead of being support, because it can do so much, you know, for everybody on the field. That's where the issue does come in, though, when like you take everybody else away and just leave balance there by itself. Like if I had to fight a balance boss, I just had to use spells like Hydra or any other, or Chimera, to do actual decent damage compared to the balance spell itself. But it is one of those tricky things. Actually, when you have a team, another person, yeah. So it is one of those pros and cons with having it there, you know? Like Ice is meant to be a tanky school. They're not meant to do a lot of damage. So that's why fights take a long time, especially early game for Ice, because they're meant to take the damage. Sorry, Jesus. Than anything else. But your favorite school, Fire. So that's why Ice don't have that much damage. Storm don't have that much health because they're supposed to have a tank or healer with them so they can do the maximum damage. Each school is supposed to have the pros and cons. Death's the really only one that really doesn't have one, per se. But Death does thrive on weaknesses. Death's main thing is plaguing, from what I noticed. Especially when I was dealing with the whole Rochambeau thing. Their whole specialty is weakness. Plaguing. Debuffing you to the highest extent. Rain. People hate Demon Slayer, say they should have not. I have had them carry assist the whole time. Yeah, I read that. Rain, hope you're doing good. It never been easier with the convert aura. Oh, like the new ones with putting aura on enemy. That's what you mean? Get too far to working on the second storm as well. Nice. Nice. Think I'm gonna do oh no, put aura in some. Oh, because okay, you said convert aura. I was like, what? Oh, you meant just like cast aura. Oh, this has been the one from Azteca. Okay, you saying aura? Oh, you talking about the school, the spell weaving stuff? Oh, okay, the spell weaving. Got you. School weaving. I understand. I get it. I'll take this out. Take it out. Dun. 12. What I do about membership? You complete the spiral scene or majority of the spiral scene. You can also get into fishing. You can try to do house dungeons. I think you can do house gauntlets. Stuff like that. About membership. I will say get into beast mode. Beast mode not out right now, or the Decathlon. Usually get into one of those. If you don't got membership, usually get into one of those like special types. Get into those special events. I'll say get into. Yeah, it just comes out the fact that people don't know what spells they should use. That's where some of the videos I have help out with, like, you should learn this, you should have that, da da da. Like, I remember an old video I posted. That's why I need to do a new guide in the start of 26, to be honest. I need to start writing down notes. But I think I said you should learn Reshuffle, Tower Shield, and Feint. Realistically, you really only need to learn Feint. I want to say you need to learn Tower Shield. Is it a nice card? Yes. But more or less, I'll say you better off having treasure card versions and just buying treasure card reshuffles. I'll say just buy tower card reshuffles, if anything, to be honest. Tower Shield and reshuffles in TC form. I'll say that. The reason I say that, you got storms out here that exist that is getting wiped, especially they're by themselves. A Tower Shield's a nice good buffer. That's why I say it's needed. A low level storm can definitely use a Tower Shield. 100%. Feint, Enchant, Star, Auras, that's it. But yeah, we're talking about for people though that's like Arc 1. Arc 1 to early Arc 2. Like, the Aura stuff really don't play to effect. Well, first off, it's the gear that matters too, right? Like, the Aura stuff, yeah, but they don't get access to, like, Frenzy, which is, like, the best card, till later on. They don't even get access to, like, Sharpen until later on as well, all the way in Azteca. So I'm speaking of the fact, like, in Arc 1, I'll say they better off, like, buying TC. There's a couple, they don't need to buy a whole lot. Just have a couple TC Tower Shields in the side, especially if you're Storm, and always buy TC reshuffles. I don't say learn reshuffle because you don't want it in your main hand. You don't want it in your main hand. You just don't. Situational. You're better off using Fortify or Brace. You can't learn at that level though. You can't learn in Arc 1. You get the shield in Arc 1. But I wouldn't even really say like waste your time with Fortify or Brace either too much. Because by the time you get that, I think you get, that's probably in Celestia though, ain't it? I wouldn't say waste those points though in that because you'll soon get your own aura and you want to learn Sharpen and stuff. So I'll say invest your points into that. Okay, so if I got the Arc 1 pass and bought Olympus on level 38 Necromancer, what should I be doing? Grind up Mount Olympus till you get all the gear that you need. Especially the wand. The wand's really good. But just grind out Mount Olympus till you get the set. Then keep on questing. Because what a lot of people don't realize, and I stand on this, Arc 1 is a full tutorial. Hands down. All of Arc 1 is a straight up tutorial. That's why, like, no boss is cheap. Like, if you look back, like, chat, I want you to, there's all the veterans out here. Look back and think about Arc 1 for a second. Like, if you just made a new character in this quest store, think about, like, Arc 1, low-key a tutorial. I low-key wasn't struggling. You know what I mean? For the most part extent. So I use Dark Knight Onyx and that Mastery Opal to use him. Oh, like if you got the jewel, yeah, you just gotta equip the jewel. Yeah. To use Dear Knight, yeah. Wizard101 still exists? It do. If they update Celestial quest line, which include Archmaster tutorial. Which is good. Yeah, because that's where you, after you complete Dragonspire, you should have access to Archmaster, which will take you to the Selenopolis area where you should see the trees and stuff. So you can start your quest and all that. Sure, at the same time. Source, what's your name on there though? Are one not that bad though if I have to do it? Yes. R2 plus if you don't have any red card like your champion face, you're gonna be paying questions. Yes, absolutely. Like that's why I say Arc 1. That's why I just say get some of those TC stuff. Buy those particular TCs. Just to help out. You know? But Arc 1's a full tutorial and that's why people be like level 50. I have people that's literally level 10 asking me, what should I do? Is there anything for me to do? Anything for me to do? I honestly be like, no. Like, you really don't have anything to do until you really get to like level 30. Then we have something. Because realistically, you just questing. You're trying to figure out how to walk here to there. You don't even know how to get to Old Town yet. Without the arrow. You know what I mean? You don't have these places bookmarked yet. So let's get them bookmarked, then get here. With Celestial when it gets harder. It do. It do. Absolutely. I'll say you probably want to put on a power pip jewel so you can hit 100%. But other than that, everything's fine. I don't know why that's 104. Yeah, just broken. That is visually broken. I don't know why. But everything looks good. Now you just change that critical out. But you have good stats. You have the new gear, so it's fine. What's the pet? What pet? What's my pet? That's why I mixed my personal gear. I still got on plot armor, robe, even though I do got the abomination robe. I still wear plot armor, so I can still hit 100. You know how that robe? What else is there? I don't know if the Revere gear has this is Stalker. Hold on. The Revere gear probably have some more power pip. Now the plot armor robe is just really good. Plot armor is a really good robe. Do an Avalon. There's not really ready for Avalon. I already did that earlier today. Snowy Land? Nobody's in Slow Land. Snowland. I said slow. Hall of Confusion. Imperia. Candyland. Is plot better than Marleybone? What do you mean Marleybone? What you mean, bro? Is plot better than Marleybone? You don't like Marleybone gear in general? Marleybone motors. Oh. I had to see. I had to see the 180. Bum, bum. That's a deaf one. Where's the fire? Fire! Am I tripping? Did I just miss it? I didn't see it. Let's go high octane. Okay. Just the it's only 170. Dun, dun. No, it's less. It got like more pierce from that little snippet I just saw. It just got more pierce. That's it. Bum, 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 bum. Take this out. I'm sorry. That was gross. I deserve to apologize. Gross, man. Abby, what's up? What's up, brother? How you doing, man? That means I still run plot armor on my fire / storm, revere on my death. Because plot armor is really good. Plot armor is a super good piece of gear. Those fire monsters and what's that drink called? Monster Hunter Wilds. Wanted to say treasure card reshuffle also costs 1 less pip. That is true. That's also true. How you doing, Lockett? Hope you're good. Welcome to the stream, bro. Yeah, Moby G, appreciate the $10 gift. Thank you. Shout out to Moby G. Thank you. Merry Christmas, Speedy Squad. Can't stay long, but enjoy your night. Thank you. Hope you had a great Christmas. Welcome to the stream. W Moby G. Thank you. Appreciate the love. Hope you had a good Christmas. Hope everybody in chat had a good Christmas. Hope it was good. Hope it was fun. Hope it was festive. Hope you got a Wizard101 gift card. Who don't be loving Wizard101 gift cards, bro? You know what I mean?
Although we are crushed, the Shadow Queen will have your head soon enough. Creepingly, the hunter awaits.
Good pets take a while to make. Oh my gosh. Alright, whatever. Is what it is. Nah, I didn't do anything fun. Just been chilling, relaxing, bro. Just chilling out. W-Mans. What state you come from? Lockett? Yeah, the flyer he just drove. I was Storm Max friend on my list. The pet I want and the other stats worse. Like Pierce because he doesn't have the jewels yet, I guess. I wouldn't necessarily put Pierce on a pet. Unless like it's a PvP or like raid pet per se. Minnesota. That's a lot of snow. That's a lot of snow. This playlist almost done. Where's my other one? Where's the other? Add this. And add that. Okay. Yeah, let's move. All right. Lucky, what's up, bro? You just passing through and just wanted to wish everyone happy holidays, New Year. Thanks, bro. Make sure y'all like the stream if you haven't already. Hope you've been doing good. Jeez. And good seeing you, man. Tongue twister. Chad, I'm trying to get back into Warframe. You gonna see how that goes, though. Sorry. Jeez, I can't drink this on stream because I'd be burping. And it's be gross. And not mature. GG's. And just gotta break the eye. You're golden. Golden. Man, just busy. Number am I at now? At 656. 656. Why not? Why not? I'm getting some more stuff done. I'm already on page 3. How many people in channel is right now? True. Yeah, 985. Triple CS, what's up, man? I'm a Death Wiz who just got ranked on Spell Weave for Storm. Should I train Storm now? Well, no. What level are you? I'll say your training points should prioritize going towards getting your balance spells, like your elemental blade, not elemental, you're deaf, right? Getting your spiritual blade and your spiritual traps, and then save them so you can learn your Celestia spells, your Celestia damage enhancement spells, and also you'll want to learn your Zafaria enhancement spells and your Aztec enhancement spells. So I'll just say save your points for those, to be honest. And just learn what you can from the school weaving, but don't go to the storm teacher yet, because you want to use those training points and learn the stuff from Celestia and learn the stuff from Zafaria and stuff. The Minor Wilds is a thing where it's like making a pet, but for weapons, but as a reroll function. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Dun, 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 dun. This should kill him. I swear I've seen this person before, or at least that name. But the gear looks familiar. Why is it that Death Eater? Dun, 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 dun. Bum, 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 bum. Why, is that the way you want Death Eater or no? They got 4 people. They need 4 people for that. Them numbers be wild, bro. Like, I need them all. I need a full team. Death Eater, why you sit up? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. For most, it depends though. If you want to get into PvP, well, no, they just changed that to where like either path kind of can be used. I'll say if you're more of a PvP person, you might be more inclined to go for path B than A, just because of the gambits and everything. Love the Genshin music. I know, right? It's goated. What's a better path for PvE? Path A. Path A is better. Yeah, no problem, bro. Oh, it's this one. It's this one. I need to get back on my Helldivers, bro. Low key. I've been off the Helldivers for a super long time. I also need to get back to decorating. I need to get back to the full 9 yards. I've been slipping. This should be quick. Yeah. You're already team champion. How are you already team champion? That's insane. I get it though. Bro just got it like that. I'm 180. If you have Feint, I'll go for it. Poop. What's with them putting curse instead? Why do I see multiple death wizards doing curse instead of Feint? I don't get it. Why? What's with the curse? Is that like the #1 card all of a sudden? I've been seeing that lately. Curse is not on the same level as Feint. I don't know why I've been seeing it so much. Go all on boss. What is the elevator music playing? Oh, it's a Genshin theme. It just... Jesus. I had to move up for that one. There we go. Love is 100 times better than Malice. Well, yeah. Better farming wise. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, Sid. Oh my goodness. Sid, are you still here? I just seen your freaking comment. How long do you think it will take me to get to max? I'm in Polaris right now. Take a minute. Guys, like 110. Imagine that 180. You do it within a month. Top half source. It's not that needed though. The top half. Dun, 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 dun. Ginther's house. Ginther. Almost done with this. Just bring back my beast moon. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Just give me back the beast moon. Give it here. Give it to me. Ba, 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 da, ba, ba, da. Quick runs. Defeated a great unkindness. What kind of badge is that? Where that badge from? Defeated a great unkindness. Hold on. It's a Grizzleheim badge. That's funny. Complete the quest, Blood Brother. Guys, should I quit in Marleybone? Oh, you're a quitter. That's unfortunate. I say no. So push through. Lock in. The party just begun. W Momiji. Marleybone's the end of the line for you? Yeah, and Celestia. Just when you want to pull your hair out. Serious vibe is good. It is. Dun, dun, dun. I love the game. Marleybone is just so visually boring. I don't know how else to explain it. So you don't like the rooftops and the whole England vibe? Everything looks like a Walmart parking lot. If you don't like Marleybone, but then you come back in here talking about how you like Mushu, that's gonna be a problem. Puster, you might like Mushu more. Apparently, we have a lot of people out here liking Mushu. It's weird to me. You don't have to worry about rooftops in Mushu. There's lots of grass. Maybe Aqua is the next Wizard101 world because we have Darkmoor now. No, Aqua already exists in Pirate 101. It already exists in Wizard with the dungeons. It wouldn't be the next world. Dun dun dun. GG's. Bum, bum, bum. Dun. Okay, Momiji. Walmart parking lot is wicked. Oh, I'm not farming. I'm just doing the kiosk team up. Look at that hot rod. That smooth vehicle. I know that new vehicle from the Darkmoor pack looks good. Not Darkmoor pack. Darkmoor bundle looks good. I think they fixed it. Cause there was a bug going on with the zombie inside of it. Okay, don't know faint. Who don't know faint? Oh, the fight I was just in? Dun 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 dun. Chrysalos. I really enjoyed Chrysalis. People be hating. That jump be nasty to me. People really don't like it. That's insane. Hello? Am I tripping? It was not there. Mm-hmm. Dun, dun, dun. was it? The last little bit left. And then I was settling up in Discord. Hold on. Duration. It could be. What's today? Friday? Okay. All right. So we're gonna do this. I'm putting a new giveaway in Discord. I should have did this before I started stream to actually match it with the title, but it's fine. I'm giving away some packs in the Discord. Hey, my name is different. Carp, what's up, bro? Did you change your name again? Happy 12 days of Spiral. The 12 days of Spiral seemed weak, or was I tripping? Is 12 days of Spiral seem weak? Here's a whoops wrong account. How long did it take you to get the bike? I'm on $9 in right now. Ooh, you don't want to know. You might feel a little unmotivated. Took a minute. I think I have a clip of when I actually got it. It took a while though. I got it years ago and just locked it and kept it. But it was a long time. It took a minute. I think a little over 100. You can get it though, bro. It's just gonna take a while. And to be honest, it's one of the coolest mounts I ever have. You just keep getting the 1 days. I find getting the 1 days to be extremely disrespectful. To be honest. It's a slap in the face. He's like, I'm gonna tease you with what you could get, but you're not gonna get it. So just take this. And I find it extremely disrespectful. I know I'm not the only one. Music scrolls. Seeds I don't need. M. Gotta make space. Alright, what we got here? Let's go to my favorite world for a second. Dun, 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 dun. Refuge. What's there? Let me. Oh, I'm at the wrong house. Hold on. I'm in the wrong house. This is like my just garden and then like storage unit on the inside of the house. Right now I just got like a couch potato plot, beast moon seeds, and over here is just king parsley seeds. Yeah, the wrong house. Because I just be at my garden low-key 24/7. So let me go here. This is my main house. Mikasa. I built a wall around it. Attack on Titan style. I made a little village on the outside. A little mushroom village. The floating things, like the pets, are acting like, you know what I mean, civilians, in a sense. Over here's a little market. Got some guards walking around. It took a little minute to get all this stuff, but worked out. Got a little market over here and still need to flush out a bit more. See? And then on the inside, gotta hurry up, only got 36 seconds. Nothing really too much here. Still gotta figure out what I want to do. But on the inside, I just put a random stuff everywhere. That was me for a long time. It's fire themed for the most part. Hey, see, like nothing but fire. I got NPCs I need to figure out what I'm gonna do with. But fire, walking, not fire. Yeah, fire theme all around. This here's a little like cafe area. You know, this is the real house, bro. I told you the other house was just storage. Decorating takes so much time. It's ridiculous. Imperia, how I love you. How I love you, Imperia. Yeah, I'm fire. Was you able to tell through the giant insignia on my cape? Beast Moon only starts in 2 weeks. Yes, and I love it. Love Beast Moon. And it's gonna be PvP. I have 11 couch potatoes. Got better energy gear from the packs. I forgot that was an Avalon theme house. Nah, it's is it Avalon theme? It is, you're right. I'm tripping. I don't know what I thought it was. Like the base itself is Avalon themed. And ironically, all the decorating stuff I put makes it look more Avalon themed. Even though that was not my intention. But the base house itself, I think it aligns with Avalon too. Not too sure. Or just winter theme in general. The house is supposed to be winter themed. That's why there's a whole bunch of ice and stuff and frozen. It's one of my favorite houses of all time. Like just baseline. What's Beast Moon? Beast Moon is an extra mode in the special events tab. Didn't hate that. A lot of good decorations are behind packs. Great. Yeah, like most of the NPCs are behind packs. But you find a lot of good stuff from the bazaar and just farming. I give a lot of credit to decorators. GG. I guess that's it. Then it ended right with the song. That was tight. Made a Mushu house out of the Mushu World Packs. I really love it. Mushu houses be looking nice. Speaking of houses, I need to complete that. Oh, just the rest of my house tour real quick. Over here was a clickbait video I made that I got a whole bunch of dislikes on. Like maybe 4 years ago. That was fun. That was when Lemuria was about to drop. And I made it like I had a house dungeon for it. Fun to clickbait. Up here I made rooms. Here's like a headquarters room. Coordinate like where the next mission would be, stuff like that. You know, that's why I got a spiral door here. It actually works too. Like you can actually travel through this door. And I can travel to a particular world through here. Over here, it's a little Christmas decorated room because Christmas is my favorite time of year. So I just got a whole room just dedicated to it, pretty much. The wall paintings I want to deal with. Here is just the bedroom area. I gotta fix this. I was looking at that. It's a moving picture. That was during her birthday. You can buy it from the Crown shop. It's gone now. I gotta fix these wall decorations. Here's where I made some of the videos at. If you looked on my page, I had some videos where it would just show my wizard like acting like he's talking. Essentially, that was here. And I could actually use this green screen in editing, which was the fun part. And then I did like little short news videos where I was talking about the news, where certain things would be free or something like that. And then, cause you can buy that bundle from the Crown Shop. It's called like the Streamer bundle, and that which was fun. Here's like the training room. The NPCs here like just training. All that stuff. And here's the final room, which is the jewel room, or like the crafting room, right? All the crafting stuff. You know, pretty simple. And that's really all. I'm debating if I want to switch to fire class because def class ain't really cutting it for me. What's wrong with def? Actually, fire is easier to get into. Def pays off in the long run though. Def just becomes boring to quest with, to be honest. Because no consequence. You can mess up. It's very forgiving. Is this a map you buy or rebuild it? You gotta buy this from the fantasy bundle, I think. You actually get not from the Wizard101 website because they released all the bundles. But it's called the Winter Wind Tower. And it's from a bundle. Winter Wind Tower. One of my other favorite houses. I got a lot of houses. This is the only one that's really honestly decorated to the core. One other house I really want to try decorating is this one. Remember Harry Potter house? Yes. You have really good houses. Wall decorating is hard because the wall decor is so much less variety. Variety, yeah. I like this one. I just gotta figure out how to decorate it. I just gotta find good stuff that mix in with like the wood, because obviously just like it's from a tree. Azteca Alto is one of my favorite areas in Azteca and one of my favorite areas in the game in general. I love the Alto area. And so when I found out they had a house basically made from that, I crafted it. Okay, you can only craft this house. You can't like buy it. That makes sense. Some houses are craftable, but you just gotta go to the world and try to find a vendor. But yeah. So I kind of use this house as storage at the moment as well. Same thing with like the firehouse. I used to live in a firehouse for a long time. I also got the country cottage, which I was also trying to decorate. The issue with decorating is that if you're gonna try to decorate a house, you kind of gotta stick with that house for a long time. I'll try to make this house creative when this house first came out. And I'll try to figure out how I want to do this. But this is a very beautiful house. This is one of the most recent houses to ever come out. And this house is straight up beautiful. Really lovely. This is probably one of my top favorite houses as well. There's off the landscape of it. Like, don't get me wrong, it's given due to the new graphics of it, right? That kind of helps out. But it's just that it's a nice cottage house in the center. A nice garden given. You know what I mean? Beautiful vibes. You got a lake in the background. Or a lake in the back. Hold on, I'll try to show it. The colors are also nice. The colors are great, right? Random dude, what's up, bro? Yeah, hold on, it's not here. Yeah, I just passed it. Here's a little lake. You can actually fish in here too. But it's just great as well, bro. And there's also a little, if I could find it, I think it's back here. There's also a little other section of this house that's hidden. There's a little trail. This here, the little open. Oh shoot, didn't mean to do that. But I see it's like a battleground here. I thought it was another house section, but I guess it's just a battleground area of this house. There's one more house, child. I just thought about it. There's another house, but I don't know if I'm gonna decorate that or not because it's one of the biggest houses in game. I'm pretty sure it is. Super confident in it that it's one of the biggest houses. And it's the Ever After house. I thought there was a other section of this house. I must be tripping. Thought there was though. Gotta be. Hold on. The inside of the house is not decorated. There's a lot of space though. Okay, it must not be. I must have been tripping now. Let me show y'all the one more house. That is super massive. The Ever After village is incredible. These are all bundle houses, by the way. They're bundle houses. Except for the Azteca one I showed. This is honestly one of the biggest houses ever in game. You can't tell me otherwise. The amount of land this covers is ridiculous. You probably can't see it, but all the way back there, like in this area, there's a whole nother house that you own from here. But so much land. There's a lot. You got that tower, got this here, that house there, the main house back here. That's a barn that connects underground as well. There's a well at the very top. It's so much here. And there's so much land. I've seen some people decorate with it, which I'm very impressed by. And in my opinion, I think you have to buy the expand house inventory elixir if you really want to fill up all this space. This is too much space. Way too much. Would you get your money's worth of this junk? If you go back here, there's legit a candy house that you could also decorate. So you got like 2 to 3 houses in one. It kind of reminds me of like that Sky City bundle. The Sky City house is nice. It's like you got a whole neighborhood with the Sky City, which is funny. You got like a whole neighborhood. He's at the Beehive, but I lost it on my other account. Me too. I used to live in the Beehive for a long time, the Amber State. I used the Dragonfly mount. This is very popular. I hope they expand the decor limit to 250 and not enough for a good design. Yeah. That's why I haven't started my Majestic Palace. Your Heavenly Majestic Palace? Yeah. Because for one, decorating's hard. That's why I get like tons of men to decorators, because it takes so much effort to make a proper house. To make a house that makes you like, wow, this is great. It takes a lot of effort. I can't make it out of Azteca. I'm ending it off. He's like, can't make it out of Azteca. I'm ending it off. Bro, Azteca's not that bad. Jeez. Man, about to crash out over Azteca. It's nasty work. I know a lot of people have this house too, especially during this time of year. The Grizzleheim Ice House. Oh no, this is not the Grizzleheim. This is the regular Ice House. I'm tripping. Jeez, I'm going down the wrong place. Almost done with Azteca. Azteca's great. Y'all bugging. Especially if you, hey, people been trying to cook me on my list. My top 4 list. I did a top 4 list, bro. I put Chrysalis. How many of y'all seen that on the TikTok again? I put Chrysalis, Imperia, Azteca, and Wizard City. You know, I really wasn't gonna put Wizard City on that list, but I felt like I needed to, because most people that's gonna see the TikTok are probably gonna be like newish, so like it's probably gonna be fresh on their minds. But I was gonna replace Wizard City with Polaris. But I was like, let me put Wizard City there on the list so they'd be like, oh, okay, it's cool. Wizard City is one of my favorites. But I could have put something else there. I was gonna put Polaris. So it's gonna be Imperia, Chrysalis, Azteca, and Polaris. Imperia is #1 over all those. I just want y'all to know that. Now the world is nice. I'm just gagging to get to Mirage for couch potatoes. Hey, Ryan, what's up? You get couch potatoes from Grizzleheim though. Don't skip out on Peak though, just to get to Mirage from the couch potatoes. You don't want to miss Peak in Azteca, in Chrysalis, and Polaris. Those are all Peak worlds right there. That's beautiful storytelling, beautiful. Folks just be hating, and I understand. People don't want quality. It's crazy to me. Looked up Azteca on the final bastion and it said 197 quests. Yeah, now I'm good on that. You won't even notice by the time you're done. You'll be like, oh, that was 197. Tight. Nah, I don't want to do the Trouble Warriors. They're one shot though. Here's where the couch potatoes at. Yeah, I'm watching this and I'm trying to 100% Krakatopia right now. Hey, we got a lurker. Nice. It is lower. Next house. Where's this song from? Mondstadt? No, it's not. Oh. I wanted this, but yo, they made a hamster thing. That's tight. Look what they did. Look what they did for the hamsters. That's adorable, bro. The heck you get this from? Makes sense, Wallaru. Monquista. Where's all my Pirate 101 people at? Love the animated board, it's nice. We're gonna put the music boxes back. My house is the front. The heck is going on here? Am I just in a void? I don't like it, so take me out. Is this hell? Where do you got me at, bro? Is the Dragon Spire home? It got it. No, dorm room. Nah. Is that the fifth one? It is. I gotta go back. You can play both games. Nice. If you never played Pirate, recommend. I feel like my deck has too many things. I just like to have them. I don't know. If you want convenience, you don't need a lot of cards. The ideal, the Wizard101 disciples, the Wizard101 pros and legends, you know what I mean, that will execute you if you don't follow what they say. Usually, you can only carry 7 cards. I don't follow that rule and logic in life. I'll say rock no more than a good 12 to 15. No more than 12. 12 to 15, sweet spot. Especially if you're like in 80s. You know what I mean? You don't need to follow too much of the philosophy of the whole, you know what I mean, 7 cards unless you're really pro status and you're like 150s. You know what I mean? As long as you don't got like 30 cards in your deck, you're fine. Just being honest. You know, because people like to execute folks left and right for having too many cards. It's the new house. Darkmoor. Somebody loved the Darkmoor update. Somebody loved it. Yeah, some people just have too many cards. When I first started playing the game, when I was back in like what years now? 25, about to be 26. Back in 2018, 17, I used to carry a lot of cards, but I just go off the sense of like, I might need this, I might need that, so let me just bring it just in case. But then like later on, you start to realize, it's just the overthinking aspect to where you take it out. And for a while, I used to just carry one deck and just edit it every time I get into a fight. But then you just start getting wiser to be like, you know what, just buy 2 of the same decks. So we just have different copies. Have one be a boss deck, one be a minion deck, and if you want to have a third one, just have a farming deck. But the thing is, your attack deck has less spells in it than your boss deck. Your attack deck is just used for minion fights as you're questing. You just fighting minions for a minute, use the attack deck. Cause the attack deck would just have like one to 2 blaze and you're hit, and that's really it. And your boss deck will probably have a single hit, maybe have a feint. You know, it's a little bit beefier because you're dealing with a boss that's gonna have like 15k. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. And I just want to rock Stormlord, Baal, and Prisms, and Blaze, and Triton, and all them. Yeah, the thing is, right? You don't need a whole lot. So let me give you an example. Right? This could be applied across this, and this could be applied across console as well if you're a console player, right? It's not just restricted to PC, right? So what I use here, I'm gonna show you what I particularly just used to get through Darkmoor. right? Now this is a little beefier because I just did something. But ideally, if I was rebuilding this, right? And I'm questing by myself, right? Let me just tell you on my farming deck. Make it simpler. Okay, it's already built. Hello. Okay. 2 enchantments. I'm 180, by the way. This is what you look like at 180. 2 enchantments, 1 enhancement for your blade alone, and then 2 AoE hits, and then another buff. This is 7 cards. I'll pull all of this in one turn. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll pull all of this in one turn. I put this together, boom, put this here, then I do either the blade first or this first, and then I hit with this, and then 9 out of 10 I'm killing the minion and calling it a day. Right? That's when I'm like 180 though. That's when I'm high level. Either farming or just fighting mobs that I know I can just handle because I have so many buffs. Right? But think of this at the same time. This is at the stage to where, if you see here, I got like 3 buffs. I got like 3 buffs. Plus my initial 200 something damage that I got on top of that. So of course I'm killing. Right? I'm gonna show you an example when you're lower level why you probably need more cards. So take into account, I have over 200 damage. There's 3 buffs here, but they're very powerful buffs. So that's why I don't need a whole arsenal of spells. Right? And I can enhance these spells with these to do way more damage. That's why if I just cast this alone, this can do up to like 6,000, 7,000. If I do this blade and this and then enhance it with this, I can do probably up to 7,000 to 8,000 because those 3 powerful buffs alone. Right? Now, let me just go here. I got all these extra stuffs. Is it 6? It is. So if I were you, I'd probably put 2 blades in. You know what I mean? You're in Azteca, right? You probably didn't learn to sharpen yet. I'll put in an AoE. This was for attack decks, right? So I'll put in a blade. Put in my elemental, right? Now you got 2 blades and now you got this, right? Now this is just if you're like lower. This is if you're lower level, right? This is if you're lower level, right? So I got my AoE. And I got my 7-pip AoE. Where is that? Got my 7-pip AoE. Got my meteor. I got 2 blades, right? And then what else do I usually bring? If I was a low level, what do I usually bring? And then if you're in that, by that time you should have learned, I think, Colossus. I have Colossal. Okay, so you add in Colossal. Right, so you have that. You put in that too. You haven't learned Sharpen yet. Okay, so whenever you learn Sharpen, you want to add that in. All right, whenever you learn Sharpen, you put that in too, to go with a blade, right? And ideally, you want to rock with this, right? And then, if you want, if you learned it or not, you know, okay, you're still going through it. You can put in Furnace. Not Furnace. You'll have a Storm version of this. I forgot what the Storm name is for this spell, but you can put in that too, right? And then you'll be fine. And then you put that into your whole deck, and then you're pretty much good. And it's around the same amount of cards, right? Obviously, when you get sharpened, you know, you're good and all that stuff, right? Now, this is just for attack. This is just if you're attacking minions and you're just questing and you just got to defeat and collect all the fun stuff. The reason you want it more condensed when you're fighting minions is because how many feint? You don't need feint if you're fighting minions. That's taking too long. Because first off, you probably don't have mass feint until you're each feint takes a pip. You're reducing all that. If you got 2 blades and you got your colossal, you're killing. You're fine if you're lower level. The mobs aren't that tough to where you can. The mobs have no more than probably like 2,000 over there in Azteca. So just rock with this and you'll be fine. Obviously in the storm manner, because you're storm. I'm just showing you from the fire perspective. All right, so now, if you go to boss, right? My boss deck is probably messed up because I've been in dark mode for ages. Hey, you see my boss deck is wrecked. So let me revamp it, right? All right, so I'll put my mind in the sense of Azteca. 2 blades, right? get this one. By the time I hit Azteca, what? Dragon. You don't learn this till later. No, you have owl. You told me you have owl. Okay, so put in your owl. Have in your 7 pip. And you have Tempest. So you're good. So in the substitute of Tempest, let me just put my meteor. Okay. And then you got your this. And you said you gotta learn the other stuff, right? Oh, so you haven't learned sharpen yet. What I would recommend that you do is buy your TC blades until you get sharpened, until you complete the quest. Get sharp, not sharp. Until you complete the quest to get sharpened, buy TC blades because this is another variation of blades. You know, to make up for that lack of not having the sharpen variation. Is buy the Storm TC blades and also buy reshuffles. Reshuffles are always good to have. And if you want, you can buy a couple of elemental blades, you know, and have those in. Okay. And make sure if you're in the boss deck, make sure you add in a feint as well. Always add in a feint. All right. So you want to have something kind of like this. You know what I mean? Work with it, play with it, see how it is. And this steps outside of your regular realm. No heals or shields. You really won't need no heals or shields, to be honest, if you follow this kind of pattern. No, because when you put on the feint and you do your big hit, a feint is a 70% boost on your enemy. They're dying. Or at least they're gonna feel it. All right? And you're Storm. So I'll be confident off the fact that you have high damage and you have your Colossal to enhance your spells with. Just don't take too long. Just don't take 10 years setting up to do it. So if I were you inside the fight, I'll put on the blade, I'll put in the feint, I'll enhance my Storm Owl by that time. And hopefully by then you can kill the Storm Owl. Or hit with your Storm Lord, that'll be a big juicy hit for you. You know what I mean? But if you really don't need shields. Now if you're struggling and you feel like you need a shield or two, go ahead and buy some TC shields, a tower shield TCs to put them on the side, and you're good off that. You know, if you notice you're dying and you know just need a little bit of help, don't feel ashamed just to put a couple of those on the side. You know what I mean? So if I were you, I'll carry Storm Owl, Storm Lord, and the Tempest. The Tempest would just be used to clean up. Always carry a Tempest just to clean up. You're Storm, so you got one of the best cleanup spells in history. You just got blessed with it. So I highly recommend that. That's what I have on my Storm. I have a Tempest on there in the deck just in case some, you know what I mean, something gets crazy. I throw that out. You know what I mean? And also make sure you have TC reshuffles. They're very important because you don't want to be in a situation that majority of players been in to where you be so close to killing an enemy or close to killing a boss and you run out of cards. To avoid that from happening, buy reshuffle TCs. Now you can get that from the Wizard City Library. And you can also get your blade from the Wizard City Library as well. You know, just buy a couple of these, just buy a couple of these. You won't use the reshuffles a lot. Just know that. You won't use it a lot. And you only need to put in one into your deck. You don't need a whole arsenal full. Right? Because you won't use this all the time. You only use this if you get into a pickle. And if you're struggling since you're Storm, you can buy a couple TC tower shields, which you can also get from the Wizard City Library. Just put a couple in your side deck. You don't want to fill this up to the max. That's not needed. No more than just a couple. All right? And then experiment with this, and you should be good. Right? I try to build this around Azteca. So. And then when you get sharpened, you're golden. Right? Because sharpen is one of the best spells in game that's utilized 110 times. So where you'll be able to enhance these regular blades 30 to a 45 and you do more damage. So, you know, you'll be good. But I know traps, weaknesses, or dispels. You don't really need those. Bosses, dispels and stuff aren't really needed because they just take time to set up, and by the time you do what you need to do, you don't really need to use dispels unless you're fighting a boss that cheats. Maybe just sum it up like that. You don't need to. It's really not needed. Weaknesses and traps, you can use traps like feint, you know, or your regular Storm or school trap if you want to as well. But I'm just building a deck around efficiency. That means I'm just building off efficient. You're more than welcome to put in a couple more traps. Like, if you feel like you want to add a Storm trap in there too, go ahead, go for it. But just off efficiency. Feint's one of the best traps in the game. That's why I'm 95, I wouldn't say 95, 98% of freaking player base use it. When they have it, they use it because it's a great trade. You do put a 30% onto yourself, but it's fine. You know, just don't take too long. You're a storm, so you don't got the luxury of time due to your health, especially if you're questing by yourself. You just don't got that luxury afforded to you. But you do got the luxury of damage, so you don't got to set up as much, luckily. So since you do have the damage on your side, you're golden. Ryan, what's up? Being blessed with godlike knowledge right now. Bro, I've been playing for too long, so I just hope I made sense for you in your video you just recorded. So hope it's good for you. Thank you so much. I've been playing the game wrong my whole life. I got like 18-ish cards in my deck. Bro, I've been playing, like, when I just started making content, if you look back years ago, like 2016, 2017, you'll see my decks being full with a lot of spells. It's just something you just learn, you know what I mean? Like, the game don't tell you explicitly, you know what I mean? And it's fine if you didn't know it. That's why I'm here to help people if they don't know, like, certain things about the game. I'm knowledgeable on it to where, you know, you just don't want to carry a whole bunch of stuff. And then the stronger you get, the more you realize you don't need half the stuff. And in a sense, you notice I have 2 decks. The thing that you want to do, though, is make sure they're the same copy. Example of this. This is the Dream Revered deck, right? My Boss 7. The name is customized, but the deck itself, the version of it, is called the Dream Revered deck. It's a 170 deck. That's my Boss deck. Now, my attack deck that I use is the same kind. You want to make sure you have the same kind of deck, right? Because your stats don't shift. Because if you notice, certain decks have like more health than others and stuff like that. So try to buy 2 copies of the same deck. You can rename them by going to the spell book deck section and going to the top left of it and just clicking on name, and then you can like customize the name that you want to make it, you know. But at least make sure it's the same copy. Buy 2 of the same copy of whatever deck you're using, and then just name them differently, and then edit the spells of them differently, you know. Because the reason is you want to make sure you keep your stats as consistent as possible. So if I'm questing and I put this on, right, and I put this on, right, my stats should stay the same because they're the same in general, right? Like my health is 1180, right? You see at the top left, top right on the TikTok. You see my health is 1180 here. Now if I go to like my farming, which is different, my max health should change to a different number, which is like, yeah, 1160, 11,660. But if I go from like my regular ball stack, right, which is 11,800, then I go to my other attack deck, which is the same copy, it will say the same health. So, you know, just those little semantics. But yeah, I hope that helped. And that's your source. Code, I hope you've been good, man. What's up, bro? Glad to see you. Are any crown items worth it? I'll make sure to buy 2 new decks for them. One I recommend is Professor Horde Pack. The Professor Horde Pack, this here has one of the best hats, which is the Dworgen hat, if I can ever find it. But it's just in the Professor Hordes pack, and the thing about that is it gives a card called Mass Feint. Mass Feint is one of the most useful spells that you get from a crown shop item. What it does is it gives a feint. Remember that important card I told you earlier? It gives a 75% feint on everybody, every enemy, but it do give you a 75% feint on yourself. Now this is really good, especially if you're with one other person, so you can give a whole mass feint to all the enemies, and the other person can clean wipe them. Especially if you're farming or you're questing with a higher level person that is carrying you, that's really good to have for the higher level. How do I make my accuracy higher? Fizzle beats me up. So your accuracy will increase with the gear that you put on. So the higher level gear, the more accuracy you'll get. Another thing that you'll increase, it's just you increase it through gear. Pretty much. Nothing else really increases it. Hey, see here, this is just, and jewels. You can also get jewels to increase them. You can look at the wiki to see what particular jewels drop where. You know what I mean? Because if you're lower level, the jewels probably give like 4%, 5%, compared to you being level 18. You get jewels at 16% accuracy boost, and so on and so forth. And you can only use jewels that's either your level or lower. So that's how you increase accuracy. If you're lower level, like your Arc 1, you're kind of just going to fizzle, and you just kind of got to deal with it. Even in Arc 2, if you're going to fizzle, you're just going to fizzle. That's kind of how you deal with it. That's why if you're Storm, they give you a spell to not fizzle, or to increase your chance of not fizzling. That's how bad it is. What pack did you get your gear from, or was it farm? My gear was farmed. The look of it is from Beast Moon. My robe is from a Beast Moon special event that happens every 2 weeks. My hat is from the Marley Bone Motors pack, and my boots are from a world called Lemuria. It's a nice house. Super late, but I'm here. Hope you good, Coda. Yeah, let me pin that. Hold on. You get higher level, lay low, 170, balance feigns, also sometimes bypass boss cheese. I'm just hoping the kiosk for the mounts. You get stitch for free, right? No, stitching costs crowns. Or if you do like the rate my stitch event, you have a chance of like getting a token through you completing it. Oh, when that event's up. But it costs 100 crowns to stitch an item and 100 crowns to unstitch an item. I wish it was a free membership though for a membership. It should be. They should convert that. Dun, dun, dun. Waterworks gear is so fire. Waterworks gear is good. One of my favorite aesthetics of gear though, I will say. Now I'm just talking about pure aesthetics. One of my favorite gear sets, aesthetic wise, has to be Castle Darkmoor. Castle Darkmoor. Not regular Darkmoor, Castle Darkmoor. That whole Malistaire set is incredible. The look of it is solid. The look of Waterworks gear is pretty good too, as a set. And the stats of Waterworks gear is pretty good. You'll use that until level 100, pretty much, or level 90. And you use the Castle Darkmoor gear until like level 130, 140ish, you know. I love the Marley Bone 40 gear. The hat is just trash with the flowers. Yeah, it's funny. Like a lot of Arc 1 has a lot of really good looking gear. It's crazy. Completed that nice. Can I get Merciless get me through Wallaru? Yes. Your whole thing that you really want for Wallaru is just Pierce, and Merciless can handle that, yeah. It's pretty good for that. Yeah, Shadow Pips are, the whole Shadow mechanic, I think is cool. Some people don't like the whole fusion, the new thing they done with Shadow Magic though. But I hope you'll enjoy it when you get to Chrysalis and start getting access to it. It's a hit or miss for most people. People usually have trouble getting it because it takes a while to get the pip to actually use it. And a lot of people don't like that it's a fusion now. Compared to the past, it used to just be a spell. You didn't need 2 parts to make it. Now you need 2 parts to make it. Like you need to put 2 different spells in your deck to make the card compared to just being there already. But you get into it. When you do get there to Shadow Magic, just make sure you do the tutorial. They'll tell you about the tutorial. Just make sure you do it. Alright? And make sure you guys like the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's stream. I go live Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hope you guys enjoyed to the fullest. Make sure you like the stream if you haven't already. I appreciate the love and support. Shout out to MomiG for giving away some packs in the chat. I'm doing a giveaway on Discord as we speak. Discord in the bio. I'm giving away some stuff. Make sure you do the green check mark when you enter Discord. Also feel free to write a introduction. Say how long you've been playing the game for, stuff like that, yada yada. Feel free to join. Discord in the TikTok bio. So yeah, make sure you join. You can meet some Wizard101 players, have fun, all that fun stuff, forum and all that. Also, the guild's in there too if you're interested. So I hope you have some fun. Play Wiz. Hope y'all Christmas went well. I will see y'all Monday. And I'll see y'all later, chat. Have a good night. Peace out. Oh no. Hold on, bro. I gotta get this right. I'm bugging. Shout out to Oliver for the 20 months. And shout out to Mommy G for the $10 dono. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, wonderful night, guys. Peace out.